I absolutely live for this. The sun is heading towards the horizon. We've got a campsite to find. We're in the middle of the bush. Nobody else around except my mates. Life doesn't really get much better than this.
Finally, we've done it. We are on the Canning Stock route in our attempt to cross the world's longest cattle route and to take a 46-year-old Range Rover to decide, have modern four-wheel drives got any better?
That Range Rover is like 100 loose rivets flying in close formation.
Are they the same? Or are they worse? Established in 1996, 4xOverland is the world's first global overland expedition channel. Join us as we explore the world by four-wheel drive. This series is made in collaboration with the Off-Road History Museum, United Arab Emirates. 1.5 years of planning and preparation all comes down to this. We're at Halls Creek, topping up water and, of course, all the fuel containers we are carrying.
So far I've used about... Oh God, here he comes.
We've already been on the road for 4 days, 2,600 kilometres, to get to the starting point here at Halls Creek.
Let me know when you want to cut it off.
Yeah.
It's coming. Still coming.
I'm not saying anything.
How's the plumbing, Andrew?
Okay.
Okay, water's off. You want more water?
How's the plumbing?
Any dribbles?
None. See, none at all.
Bloody hell, well done.
This could last the entire day.
John, I'm going to hang back a little bit so I can get some distance again.
Had these camels do this. They get this single one-track mind, and they will run along the track. They will not get off the track for an hour. This is what they do. He could run, we could actually get to well 33 and he could still be in front of us.
Camels can actually die from exhaustion, so it's actually important that I force him to leave the track.
Hang on, a funny way of running that sways a little bit, eh? Oh, it's got baffles for the water tank. Terrible for taking.
What do you think of that drive, eh?
So small.
That's a oh, this is so good. It's so good.
That bit.
Yeah.
It's memories.
Oh,
that bit where the camera, I was fiddling trying to get this set up. I couldn't get the recorder on because it looked absolutely brilliant from back here.
I did. Time for some drawvorce and a nice cold Coke.
Due to COVID travel restrictions, the route has been closed for over 2 years and is actually about to reopen officially. And while we do have written permission to do it, even so, a question remained. How would the locals welcome us? Outside the closed town of Bilaluna, we stopped, and to our delight, we were greeted by a local elder. We didn't film it. I didn't want to impose.
How good is that? Yeah, it's such a vindication that we should be here. The local people welcoming us, smiles across their faces. Welcome. This is my land. This is just pride, and you are welcome. Perfect timing. As we arrived, he drove out. Family in the car.
Not only did he welcome us, but suggested a campsite about 20 kilometres away at Stretch Lagoon. To get there, we'd need to pass through the last of the huge cattle stations crossing the route. From here, 800 kilometres or so, until we see signs of human habitation again.
the things I have to do because you won't share your shower.
Git.
Freezing cold in Australia.
Of course I let him use my shower. I just don't turn on the boiler.
Ooh. Yep, that's fresh. Can't get any better than this.
It's time now to share with you some details about the 4 vehicles in our convoy. My vehicle is a 2021 Toyota Land Cruiser VDJ 78. That's the troop carrier. It has a 4.5 V8 turbo diesel engine. I'm carrying 180 litres in its 2 standard tanks and an extra 20 litres in a jerry can in the back. My water measures around 110 litres. It has barely 11,000 kilometres on the clock.
I'm driving a 2014 Toyota Hilux SR with a 3-liter turbo diesel engine, a 5-speed automatic gearbox. I've got about 210,000 kilometers on the clock now. 154-liter fuel tank, 20-liter jerry, another 20-liter jerry with John, and it's a 90-liter water tank and another 20-liter jerry can for water as well. That's the setup for this car.
So I'm in my 2013 Mitsubishi Triton. It's a 2.5 litre turbo diesel. I have 140 litres onboard fuel, and then I have another 40 litres of a reserve. And I have about 56 litres of water on board for this trip. So not carrying that much water, but I do have a water filtration system with me as well, so I can actually fill up from anywhere on the track.
I'll do it with you because it's my car.
Partly your car.
Our car.
For the journey.
For the journey, definitely our car. Actually, for the journey, it's your car.
It is.
A 1975 built Range Rover 3.5 V8 petrol engine.
Yep.
How much fuel are you carrying?
About 200 litres in the back.
Yeah.
And then we carry a standard tank.
80 litres in the standard tank.
280.
Yes. And no water.
No.
I'm carrying your water.
Yep.
But this is carrying a lot of spare parts.
Well, every spare part.
Far more
Yeah.
than would be for even a normal trip in a normal vehicle.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of spares.
We've even got a radiator.
We've even got a spare radiator, which is on the front
Just
seat.
there.
To put it briefly, we have 1,850 plus kilometres of wilderness. And when I say wilderness, I'm really talking about wilderness in the true sense of the word. I can't think of a track anywhere that is this long and this remote. There probably are some, but I don't actually know of them. When I talk about remote, I'm talking about no settlements, certainly no facilities to get fuel, water, spares, or really help of any kind. Halfway through, pretty close to halfway, is a very small settlement where we can pick up fuel. If it wasn't for that, we would have to carry, well, basically we will empty all our fuel by the time we arrive there. So we are all running on the edge of our fuel range ability.
We've been basically tracking the fuel consumption of all 4 vehicles on the drive up here, and as kind of expected, Triton's best on fuel at the moment. Hilux is coming in second with 12.5 litres, and then out of the both V8s, they're both the same at 15 litres per 100.
The canning stock route is not really a vehicle breaker, but it does test them to the limit, but it is definitely a trailer breaker. It has broken vehicles and it will break trailers. That's why we didn't even consider pulling trailers. And of all of the challenges that we have today, I see there are 2 main challenges. The Range Rover, the fact that it is 45 years old, we've got to keep it running. And secondly, fuel reserves, particularly interestingly, of my vehicle, my Toyota Troop Carrier, which should be able to do this easily, but my one as it is now, even though it's new, is using a lot of fuel, far more than it should be, and I don't know why.
I don't know how he survived for so long. How's your nuts, gentlemen?
My nuts are fine.
Yeah?
Nice and tight.
Nothing loose anymore?
No.
Nothing.
All right.
We have done, since leaving home, 3,234 kilometers.
All the bolts are fine. Belt's fine. Hoses are fine. Oil's fine. How the bloody hell do I check the water?
Absolutely full to the brim, so I think we should be good.
Check, 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 check.
Should we ready to go now then? Hey you!
Hello!
Shitface, are you ready to go?
What are you saying, mate?
Oh, we go now.
Well, I reckon we should get on the bloody road, mate, because traffic's going to get...
Traffic's going to be up.
If you leave it much later, you're going to hit all the traffic, and they're all going to be going the same bloody way. Not going to move.
And everybody's going to be in the fast lane.
Yeah, move,
Get out of the way.
This is gonna be a long trip.
Not a vehicle breaker, you say? I've actually been getting the age of the Range Rover wrong all along. If it was built in 1975, that makes it 47 years old this year. Older than John and Heiner. It's a Toyota Prado 150. In 2017, it was a newly burnt wreck, now rusted through.
So Rob's just found the actual bash plate from the vehicle, which will work probably a lot better to make another bash plate to extend my current one so that we don't have sticks going through my radiator. That's a good idea. Because the track is a lot more overgrown than expected.
That looks a bit thick, Andrew.
I can't get out to clear it.
Hold on, I'll see if I can come through.
It's the perfect track for car lovers. If you really like your paint, you should come here.
This is going to damage cars.
I don't remember this. The bush is so thick. I remember a little bit of this at the southern portion of the track, but not in the dune fields, which means that we can expect this kind of driving for the next 3 or 4 days.
Oh look! And my mirror is gone.
Well, I have to clean out my airbox tonight. There'll be so many leaves that got sucked in through the snorkel.
Oh, I got a couple of slaps in the face.
Hello! I'm a bit too loose for this trip.
Yeah! Swag's on top.
Oh, yeah.
So what's he saying? Go through or not? You don't need... No.
Alright, let's go.
There are 51 numbered wells on the Canningstock route. This is well 51. We'll count down from here. We have brought equipment with us, including a welder, in order to repair some of the wells, should they be, well, in a state of disrepair. In 2017, this was a fully functioning well. A terrific storm must have come through to do this much damage.
After a thorough inspection of the well, we don't have enough equipment to fix this one.
We are approaching the vast dune fields of the Canning Stock route. Time to put up our dune flags and consider what lies ahead of us.
While a lot of this is familiar, because I've done the track before, it doesn't feel as if I've done it before. It still feels new.
But it also feels a little scary. If the undergrowth gets much worse than it is now, it could stop us in our tracks. Time to fly the drone and get a better look.
So if I look at that there, the picture, the road definitely sweeps to the west of that very heavy area of heavy undergrowth. We might actually not have to drive through that, which would be good.
But the drone is only revealing 10 or so kilometers. We have hundreds of kilometers to go. It's also time now to find a campsite. In the lee of one of these hills would be good. We found a nice hill. Nice views and everything. But the clearing is not in the lee of the hill. Oh well, can't have everything.
What would you say?
It's just full of surprises, isn't it?
Today?
All that we've come through, there's nothing on the side of the road.
No, that would be
And
like
then
3 hours of nothing to camp.
just bang. Middle of nowhere,
Yeah,
perfect campsite.
right at 4 o'clock.
It was even on time, yeah.
Yeah, even on time. And with a view as well. And something to climb on.
Andrew,
Yeah.
when we get to well 3, is that where the police are hanging out to move people on?
Well, 3.
Yeah, that's where the police hang around, isn't it?
Yeah. What?
Well, what's going on here then?
That is low even for
Oh
you.
no, that is low even for you.
Get worse.
Even for you.
Heino was right. It's going to be a long trip. So, back at my house. The journey from the end of episode 2 to how I got it back here. You have to see what happened. It's some of the best work I have done in decades. Now you can wait a week for episode 3, or you can click the link and binge watch it right now. The Friends Cross the Canning series is in 12 parts and will be released on YouTube over 12 weeks. But you can rent, buy or download the full series right now by clicking the on-screen button or link in the description.